What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Sin with Sky, and we are here today with the first story time on my channel, and I am super duper excited. So this is a true story. Yes, this really happened. Yes, it really went down. I'm about to tell y'all how it went down. So let's just go ahead and get right into it, okay? So just to give you guys a little bit background information about me, I grew up a PK, so I am a preacher's kid, and that means every single Saturday for 18 years of my life, we went to church, and every single Tuesday we went to church for Bible study. Consistently, hardly ever missed a day. That was my lifestyle. That is how I grew up. Now, as far as where I went to school, everybody assumes that I went to a white school, which is just not the case. What I was around was really diversity, a melting pot. There were literally every single race you could possibly think of was at my school, and really the black kids ran the school. Like, there were a whole lot of white kids for sure, a lot of them, but like the black kids ran the school. Like, we were it. I feel like that's everywhere you go. Like, it's not a white school. You haven't, like, I feel like a white school is where you're the only black kid, or you're the only black girl, or you're one of few. That was not my situation, and I think because of how I sound, people assume that. Not the case. Where I went to school, it was fun, it was wild, it was crazy. So what that means is we were a bunch of middle-class people living in relatively big ass houses with a whole lot of problems, okay, and using our schools and our education to cover it all up. So I went to school with a bunch of kids who had issues. Some of them were able to hide it better than others. You had middle-class students, and then you had people who really were not that well off, but because of where they lived and they were located, and this was the only high school, all different types of kids were being zoned there, which is why they started building more schools and different schools that would be closer to like the areas where I guess the poorer people had, you know what I'm saying, gentrification or whatever. That's why they would start building schools so that it could be a white school. And so that's where I went to school, okay? That was just life, just to kind of paint y'all a little quick picture. That's how it was for me growing up. So I had a best friend, and we're gonna call her La Cienega. So La Cienega comes to school one day, and she says, remember, this is in the 4th grade. I think I used to be in like a little clique or whatever, and there was like maybe 5 or 6 of us. But at this time, I think it was only 3. So it was me, La Cienega, and Sarah. We're just gonna call her Sarah, okay? So La Cienega comes to school one day, and she tells us, I have a secret to tell you guys, and I'm gonna tell y'all at recess. So we're like, okay, cool, whatever. And so basically what she says is, and what she tells us is, guys, I'm a stripper. And so we're like, you're joking. I don't even know if I knew for real. I definitely didn't know for real what it was, but I mean, of course, you know, a stripper. You go to a strip club, you take off your clothes. So we knew that much. So she's like, I'm a stripper. And so we have a million questions, and we're like, what do you mean? Like, where, how, do your parents know, blah, blah, blah. So she's like, no, my parents don't know I'm a stripper. It's this club called, I swear to God, y'all, this is a true story. All this that I'm about to tell y'all, this shit really happened. So we're gonna call the strip club the Green Alligator. So she tells us, no, it's this club called the Green Alligator, and it's just where strippers, we take off all our clothes. It's me, and it's a whole bunch of other kids there our age. This is literally what she told us in the 4th grade. So I'm listening to her, and at the time, in my mind, in the 4th grade, I'm like, that's cool. Like, I don't know how you're, you know what I'm saying? Like, how are you getting away with that? Do y'all want to do it? Do y'all want to come to this club and strip with me? And so my friend Sarah was like, no. She was like, I'm not doing it. I was like, how is this gonna work? And she says, don't worry, we're gonna go to recess. I'm gonna show you how to do it. I can show you like how to move, blah, blah, blah. And you can come spend the night at my house, and you can go with me. Started going to recess. We go to the monkey bars. She shows us a couple moves, and like, you know, real life showing like this is what they do in there. And so I'm like, are you sure there's other kids there? Like there's other kids and like nobody knows? And she was like, yeah, yeah, nobody knows. There's a lot of us. We all take off our clothes, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure I asked her everything. Like, is that all y'all do? Like, is all you do is take off your clothes? Like, do you do anything else? I asked her, like, you know, how did you get into this, whatever? And she says, my older brother, he got me into it. And, you know, I think I can legally say all of this because it did get legal. So I asked her, like, is that everything you do? Is that all you do? Do you just take off your clothes? Am I gonna have to do anything else? And she was like, yes, I promise you that's all you have to do. Just come over to my house, spend the night. I'm gonna take you there with me. Nobody's gonna know. We'll be back. On day one, we practiced and we went to the monkey bars on recess, and she was showing, and Sarah was there. Sarah was like, I'll watch you guys, I'll see what y'all do, but I'm not going and I'm not doing it. Day two, we went to the restroom. There was so much shit in elementary school that I'm really not sure, like the stuff that I was doing, the shit I was doing in elementary school, like I can't even begin to imagine what kids are doing in elementary school now. Like, we were talking about almost everything in 4th grade, probably below that. So today in 2020, good luck. Watch your kids, please. Whatever you think they don't know, they know. And whatever you think they're not doing or that they would never do, baby, it's gonna find them, or they're gonna find it and they're gonna do it. Okay, so that was 4th grade, right? Day one, hit the monkey bars. We were practicing, getting it on. She was showing me like real moves, really showing me some stuff. On day two, we went into the bathroom. Remember how I told y'all how I came up, right? PK, every single Saturday, church. Every single Tuesday, Bible study. So on this particular Saturday, it was hip hop weekend. So we were having like gospel artists coming from wherever, and they were performing their little Jesus rap songs or whatever. I'm gonna give this rapper a name, and we're gonna call her Redemption. All right, so we got this hip hop artist named Redemption, and she comes and she's, you know, promoting her EP or her little mixtape or whatever of her gospel rap songs. And so everybody's in the spirit. I think we had like mimers come that day, just whatever gospel churchy shit you can think of. That's what was going down on that Saturday. So she was doing all of these gospel rap songs. So during the service, I feel like I just started to feel the Holy Ghost, or have like, I felt like God was speaking to me to go speak to this woman, right? And tell her what just happened at school. Okay, so this is what happens, right? This is on this particular Saturday. I think, yeah, it was right before I was supposed to be spending the night at her house. So it's gospel art weekend, right? The lady is performing, she's doing her thing. And all of a sudden I felt like God was talking to me to say something because of her music. I don't know, I was 9, okay? So after she's done performing, you know, everybody's shaking her hands. She's telling us her story and whatever. And I think I finally got a moment alone with her. And I was like, hey, can I talk to you? She's like, yeah, sure. I was like, no, in private. Y'all, I'm telling you, I don't know where my head was. Just remember how we grew up. We were a whole lot of kids with money or barely money, whatever, making it look like we were getting by. Everybody, I think, really came from a lot of dysfunctional situations. Like, that's what I knew and saw growing up for sure. So she's like, yeah, sure, come on, girl, whatever. I was like, yeah, my dad's the pastor. I really enjoyed your, you know, music, whatever, let's talk. So we go in the back. Honestly, I don't remember the conversation. I know, all I know is I told her. That's all I know, is I told her. I think she said something like, you know, you're a really brave girl. Thank you for, you know, telling me this. Or she's like, you know, I'm gonna have to let your dad know. I'm gonna have to tell your parents. But you're gonna be okay. It was a really quick conversation too. Like, she was up like, oop, let me go get your dad. All they're really saying is like, you know, just thank you, for telling us, or why didn't you say something sooner, or why didn't you just tell your dad? And I think my response was, I don't know, because I really don't know. I really don't know what my train of thought was, what my thinking was. I don't know. I just know, I thought I felt the spirit because of how I was raised. That's what I thought I felt. And so Redemption, she told. And so she goes back and she tells them. And the way that my dad decided to handle it is, of course, They brought the information to the school. So this is a Saturday. So Saturday goes by, Sunday goes by. I don't even know. The next day, like on that Sunday morning, my dad was like, you're gonna get a sheet of paper. You're gonna write down everything that you said happened and that she told you. And we're gonna go to your school and you're gonna tell them. That's what happened, yo. Like, I had to write down on a sheet of paper everything, you know, that she told me. And my parent, I think, you know what I'm saying? They went to the school and they reported it. CPS had to be called. They brought La Cienega into the therapist's office. They brought her to the principal's office. They were asking her questions. I don't think they asked me anything else. They just went straight to her, called her parents, told them what was going on. Because again, y'all, we're in elementary school in the 4th grade, and the school is getting this story talking about how there's some kids doing, obviously, illegal prostitution, whatever. That's how the school is reading it. Like, this girl is probably in a bad situation, and you told. You call CPS, they call her mom. She has to talk to people. Y'all, whenever I did go back to school, she did not talk to me. And she turned the whole clique against me. Like, none of them were talking to me because I told and I wasn't supposed to. And I felt bad. I remember I went to her and I literally cried and I was like, please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know. I think I said something like I was just trying to help. Like, what came over me on that Saturday, on that weekend of the gospel night, but I just felt like I should say something and I did. And the girl didn't want to be, La Cienega did not want to be my friend anymore. She didn't talk to me. I cried. I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean. She was like, she came back around and she was like, yeah, it's okay. Just don't worry about it. She really didn't say much at all. Did not talk to me for a couple of days. I felt bad. I had to do school. I didn't have no friends because I was a snitch. And I ruined it and I got her in trouble at home. And I remember like her mom had to come to the school. I think her mom met me like, and you know, they asked her like why. She told them that she lied. She told them that she made everything up and that nothing was true. That's what she told the school. And so yeah, she kept going to school and everything was fine eventually. And she did start talking to me again and we were friends, but it was never the same, of course. And she definitely moved eventually, or at least just stopped going to that school. And I did end up seeing her again like later on in high school. Like, the way that schools and zoning works, I asked her if it was true and she told me that no, like she made everything up. And that all it was a lie. This is what she told me in high school. At this point, we were probably like in 10th grade. Yeah, it was definitely sophomore year of high school that we ran into each other again. I was like, yo, did you make that up? And she was like, yeah, like it was all a lie, blah, blah, blah. It was nothing. And we were still like really cool, especially by high school. We were cool by then. Naturally, I think there was some truth to what she said. I don't know if it was a whole club with a whole bunch of kids. I don't know. But I do know and I do believe that a lot of the things that she shared with me while we were younger was naturally true. And she probably, you know, things were happening that probably shouldn't have been happening. I don't know if the family was in on it. I don't know. I just know that in the 4th grade, I was practicing to be a stripper. And I'm here. And I don't know what happened to La Cienega. I've literally tried to find her. She has like an old IG. I hope she's okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that is the story time of how I was a stripper in the 4th grade. But yeah, guys, that is the end of the video. So yeah, as you can see, y'all, everything in life always comes full circle because now I am one officially. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think about today's first story time. We do have more on the way, so let me know if you want more of the way in the comment section down below. I am gonna leave my app right here, so don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next video.